All right. I think we are officially live here on this, oh boy, what is it? Wednesday, March 31st. Man, I can't believe it. We're almost into April. So today, what I'm going to be sharing with you guys is a recent, very recent, last week, in fact, um, we sent out a little promotion to a niche site that we are building a brand in, and we've been building an email list. And I say building, it's been kind of really like slow, but we've been doing that on purpose. This is our second niche site that we're building inside the academy, and the reason why we hadn't started building this list earlier was because we were doing it in the other one, and then everything else that we have going on. So we did start building a list in this niche. I'm not going to give away the niche here. We do talk about the niches and stuff that we're inside of BCA, but I wanted to give you the play-by-play today anyway, just to kind of give you, I guess, the sequence of a promotion and how you can do it, even if you have a small list. And we did this with a very, I say small list. It was under 2,000. It was I'll give you the exact number here in a minute, about 1,400, 1,500, something like that. And we were able to get 44 sales in 3 days, sending 4 emails. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys here today. Kind of the sequence of events, how the digital product was even created in the first place. I mean, you guys that have been watching or listening to the coffee talks, you guys know that I'm a big fan of creating assets that you control. One of them being email and the other one being digital products. If you have those two things, you can do pretty good. You can do pretty good. In any market that I've ever went into, and this goes all the way back to my photography days, using email, with whether it's selling bookings for our photography studio, or if it was selling digital products in the photography space, it works. It works. And I actually wrote these emails in probably under an hour. I scheduled them out in ConvertKit because we're getting ready to go to Myrtle Beach because my daughter had a volleyball tournament. So I wanted to have them scheduled. I didn't want to have to worry about it. And the only thing I had to do was go into the platform that we're using to sell this product, Gumroad. And I had to just change the price at around 9 o'clock because that was when the deadline was. So that was it. All right. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys here on the Coffee Talk. If you guys are here and you are part of Brand Creators Academy, I am ready and almost finished with doing a little bit of a behind the scenes of everything that went into this promotion, meaning I'm going to share the emails. I'm going to share with you how everything was set up, the subject lines, the copy, all of that stuff. And obviously, the guide that we had created using the same process that we use for digital product creation fast track and the email list building fast track. So both of those work really well together. And inside of the academy, we have all of those trainings, but we're also going to be peeling back the curtain and sharing exactly what that was. I'm actually in the process right now of putting together a video that's going to walk through this entire promotion. What I wanted to do here today for Coffee Talk people and anyone that is either listening to the podcast or that's attending any of these Coffee Talks, I wanted to give you the play-by-play as much as I can to at least share with you the key elements here to why it works and what you need to do in order to create one of these yourself. All right. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and see who we got in the house here today. Let's see. We got Scooby Life. What's up? Good morning to you. Kyle, what's up? Good morning. Karen, what's up? Good morning to you. Salama's in the house. What's up, Salama? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, it is a happy Wednesday. It's not that sunny out today, though. I got to be honest. It might rain most of the day, which I'm not looking forward to. But guys, do me a favor right now. If you are currently building your brand and you have an email list, just put in the comments, yes, I have an email list. Like, just put it in there. All right. I'm just curious to see how many of you actually have an email list. And I don't care if it's 10 people or 10,000 people, it doesn't really matter. All right. And then we're going to get rocking and rolling here. All right. So again, what I want to share with you guys here today is a very recent, less than a week old little promotion that I decided to do in one of our case study brands that we are building inside of Brand Creators Academy. And what I decided to do was, number one, we had a digital product created, an ebook, basically. And this is following the exact formula, by the way, inside of the digital product creation fast track workshop. So if you're watching this or you're listening to this and you'd like to go through that workshop, this actually will teach you exactly how we created the digital product in the first place. Because in order to run the promotion, we needed a digital product. And if you're interested in that, you can just head on over to digitalproductclass.com. Again, that's digitalproductclass.com, and you can get registered for that. Now, the second part of this is the email list. All right. Now, you guys know I'm a big fan of having your email list and then sending emails on a regular basis. And when you send emails on a regular basis, what this does is it starts to build goodwill, but it also allows you to kind of set the stage for something that's coming. Now, the one thing that I have been doing over the past probably 3 weeks is just dropping little hints inside of the email. So, I'll send them a piece of content. Here's, 5 new ways to catch bass in a pond. And, oh, by the way, I've been working on this brand new guide that's going to give you multiple ways to catch more bass, but also the different types of gear that is now being used in 2021. Like, just an example. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And I'll give you guys more details when it's ready. And I will be giving you guys a special pre-release discount. And that's it. You leave it at that and you move on, right? You give them the piece of content, go get this thing for free. I'm going to share with you some more tips. And then, by the way, we're also going to be releasing something soon. So stay tuned. Like, that's it. That's all that you're doing. You're just setting the stage. So that happened for probably around 2 to 3 weeks, and 1 email a week, send to the unopens, the standard protocol that we follow. And then I set it up to do the promotion. All right. So I just want to say, setting the stage here for this promotion. Okay. Now, this promotion, when I did it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to compress it into 3 days. Now, you can take this same promotion, you can run it over 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, doesn't really matter. But the main thing you need to do here, you must do, if there's one thing that you take away from this coffee talk or this podcast, is this: you need a start time and an end time. You need a deadline. Okay. You have to have that inside of the promotion, or the promotion is just not going to work as well. All right. It's going to work so much better if you have a deadline. And the deadline can just be, hey, we're going to be releasing this thing to you, our loyal, subscribers, because we want to get direct feedback from you before we release it to the world. Like, that's it. And that's exactly what we said. And so you're letting them know you're part of the inside. You're also going to get this amazing deal. And all we ask is that you just give us some feedback so we can make the product better, or maybe collect some testimonials. Like, that's it. We're literally telling them that. Okay. So when you're setting up this promotion, you need to make sure that it definitely has a start and an end time, right? Like, it's starting now, it's ending here. Okay. So that's the very first thing. Now, let's move into the promotion. So I'm going to read as much as I can without giving away the niche here. Now, inside of Brand Creators Academy, if you're an Academy member and you're listening to this, or you're watching this, I'm going to be doing a full video walking through this promotion. I'm going to give you all the emails. I'm going to dive into everything behind the scenes, show you the product, all that stuff. Obviously, I can't do that outside of the Academy because that's what we do inside the Academy. So just throwing it out there. All right. But I'm going to give you as much as I can here. And it's still going to be helpful. All right. So the very first email. Okay. Well, let me back up. The email that went out before the promotion was on let me see if I can't get the date here. This was out on, I'm going to go ahead and look at the date. So let me just bear with me here. It was on the 17th of March, okay, which was on a Wednesday, St. Patrick's Day. All right, so that was on the 17th. All right, and that went out to 1,418 people. Okay, so 1,418 people received that. And out of that first email, 34.4% people opened it, and 9.6% of people clicked on the link. That's 146 clicks. All right. Now, what were they clicking on? Well, I'm going to tell you. This is exactly, and it's kind of funny here, actually. This here was just some tips to catch more bass, let's call it. Okay. It was tips for catching more bass. That's it. My title of that was tips for blank. Okay. That's what the subject line was. Inside of that email, I mentioned, going into the email now, I mentioned the tips here. Go to this, go to this blog post where I'm going to give you the tips on how to catch more bass. And then in this email, I also put a link into our Etsy store, which had 19 clicks too. Okay, so we probably sold a couple of things there by putting that link in there too. So I'm trying to pull up that email right now, and for some reason it's not pulling up. So I will wait for that to happen. Let's see here. Let's see. Here we are. Okay. Now, like I said, that one there did pretty good. That was on the 17th. Now on the 18th, which is on a Thursday, the day after, I sent to the unopens. Now, the unopens, all right, the people that didn't open the first email the day before. Now, this is part of our email marketing strategy. We always send to the unopens most of the time. We got an additional 20.4% of people. So combined, after we had like people that seen it twice and opened it twice, whatever, was 46.4% open rate. Mind blowing. You ask anybody, email marketing, if you're getting over a 20%, pretty darn good. So 46.4. This is the thing that's even more crazy. 13% click-through rate. Okay, 13%. So we have 196 people that clicked. Now here's the other thing. We had 37 unsubscribes. That's fine. They're helping us clean the list. Totally cool. Okay. So inside of that email, like I said, with those links, and this was back to back, right? We're only sending it to people that had, or people that had not opened the first email. This was the setup email. Okay. This was the setup email. Okay. So basically, and I had said in here, you can read the full post here to get tips and tricks to catch more bass. I went on, and then I said, okay. And this here was, and by the way, I know that I mentioned a week or two back that we have a new guide coming out. Just wanted to let you know that it's going to be coming soon. So just stay tuned for that. That was it. All right. That was it. Now, let me get into the actual first, the very first email. Okay. All right. So here it is. The very first email that goes out was on March 23rd. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the date here. It was on a Tuesday. Okay. So it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. When did it end here? Let me see here. It ended on the 26th. So actually it went longer then. So we sent that out on Tuesday. So Tuesday was actually total of like 4 days. Okay. So it was 4 days. I thought it was less than that, but it was 4 days, I guess. Okay. So 4 days. I was ending it on Friday. So here's what the email was. Okay. Surprise, in brackets, the ultimate bass fishing guide is ready. Okay. Surprise, The Ultimate Bass Fishing Guide is now ready. That one went out to 1,444 emails, okay, people, and it got a 30.5% open rate and an 8.2% click-through rate, which is 120 clicks with 17 unsubscribes, okay? Now, let me just go ahead and I'm going to give you this. The only link that was in that email was one to go buy the book. That was it. All right. That was it. And I'll actually give you the email that I wrote here. So it's basically, hey there, friends. I'm super excited because as promised, the Ultimate Bass Fishing Guide is now ready, but not everyone yet. I want to get early feedback and who knows, maybe a few testimonials for when I release it publicly. So for a limited time, I'm giving you, my early readers, a 75% off discount through Friday, March 26th. Grab your copy here, immediate download. This guide is over 190 pages and covers everything you need to know to catch more bass. Can't wait for you to check it out. Smiley face. Talk to you soon. And then sign off. P.S. I created a short 45-second video that has some really cool bass that I caught when creating this product. You know, it was so fun making this short video clip. And I always get excited when I see big bass, something like that, right? Check it out. And that was it. All right. Now, that email did not take me that long to write at all. Okay. So that's what the first email was. Now, the next day, and this is why I did it this way, because the next day I wanted to send to the unopens. All right. So I gave it an extra day in there. The next day, I sent it out to the unopens, and basically the email was the same exact title, except it said yesterday's surprise in brackets. The Ultimate Bass Fishing Guide is ready. Okay. That one there got an additional 15.5% open rate, 2.5% click-through rate. So a total combined was 39.9% open rate, almost 40%, a 10% click-through rate, 146 clicks and 29 unsubscribes. All right. Now, all right. That was email number 1. Okay. Same email, right? Just sending to the unopens. That one there, I believe, brought in 17 or 19 sales, something like that. Okay. Now, the next day, we send this out, and let's see here. Okay. The next day, which is on the 25th. Yes, the 25th, basically says, are you a bass fishing enthusiast? And then question mark, and then it says, thank you. All right. So, and again, I'm making up that subject line to be relevant. It's basically, you are a blank, and then it's thank you. So it's like, you are a diehard bass fisherman. Thank you. Right. That was it. That was so this one I did not send out to the unopens because the very next day we were sending another one out because that was the final day. Okay. So this only got sent out once. And that one there to 1,424 people, because now we have a few less because we've had some unsubscribes. 29.8%. This was sent out at 9:14 a.m. Eastern time, and it got a 3.4% click-through rate. So 49 clicks, 24 unsubscribes. Now, what you're going to notice is you're going to probably get more unsubscribes than normal. It's totally fine. Remember, we're sending them useful content leading up to this, but when we start sending a promotion like this, this is going to get people to say, I don't want that, or I'm going to stick around. And that's fine. Okay. So out of that day, we added more sales. Okay. And that one there, very, very simple, but what it really was, I'm going to open it up here now. What it basically was just this. Hi there, friends. I wanted to drop in real quick and say thank you, in all caps, to everyone that grabbed the early access to the Ultimate Bass Fishing Guide. It's confirmed. You are a bass fishing enthusiast. Smiley face. The feedback and response so far has been awesome. The main reason I wanted to do this is to get early feedback and who knows, maybe a few testimonials for when I release it publicly. So for a limited time, I'm giving you, my early readers, a 75% off discount through Friday, March 26th, tomorrow. Grab your copy here, immediate download. This guide covers in-depth topics such as, and then I give bullet points of what it covers. And then I said, I wanted this to be the manual I wish I had when I first started bass fishing. Okay. I'm super happy with how it turned out. And I truly believe it will help you catch more bass. Can't wait for you to check it out. Talk to you soon. And then sign off. And then PS, after you grab a copy, I'd love to get your feedback and maybe a review. I'm also looking for any feedback that could make the Ultimate Bass Fishing Guide even better. Download your copy here, 75% off until tomorrow. Okay, so that's that. Now, let me go back and I'm going to now get into the last day. All right, so far we sent out one email on Tuesday. We did an unopened on Wednesday to the ones that didn't open up on Tuesday. We sent a brand new email on Thursday. And then Friday now, we're going to send 2 emails. All right. And I know a lot of people are going to be scared about those 2 emails. All right. So I'm going to go over those 2 emails and then I'm going to give you the final numbers here. Before I do, I'm going to check in, make sure that everybody is still with me here. Yep. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. All right. Cool. All right. Now, I just wanted to check anyone that was here live if we were still broadcasting, because I've done that before where I'm not looking at the screen and then I look back and people are saying there's no audio, you dropped off or something like that. If you're listening to the podcast, nothing really changed. All right. So here we go. Let me go and dig in here. Okay. So the last day, this is really, really important. The last day is probably one of the most important days. Okay. And here's why. It's the deadline. Okay. It's the deadline. And this is where people get hung up because they're like, oh my gosh, I do not want to send another email. It feels like I've emailed them way too much. No, you're just letting them know about the promotion. And there's people that have not opened your email that didn't see the first one or didn't see the second one or for whatever, or they needed that reminder. I can't tell you how many times I've had people say, Scott, thanks so much for sending that last email at, 10 o'clock at night because you were going to expire. It was going to expire at 12. You reminded me and I didn't miss out. Thank you. I've had people actually do that. Okay. We get busy. All right. Now, the first email went out at 8:14 a.m. Eastern time. Why did I pick that time? I don't know. It was in the morning. I just wanted it to be in the morning. All right. Before 9 o'clock. So that one there, the title, very, very simple here. Okay. All caps, in brackets, deadline, last day to grab your copy. Okay, that went out to 1,404 people. So 1,404 people. Now remember, we started with 1,444. We're now at 1,404 because people have unsubscribed. We had 40 unsubscribes total so far, which is not bad. All right. So with that email, and that got sent out at 8:14 a.m. Eastern time, had a 21.3% open rate and a 2.2% click-through rate. 31 clicks, 16 more unsubscribes. Now, this is where people get really, really like, oh no, man, I do not want to make people upset. Listen, this is what has to happen because when people are signing up to your email list, they're there for free content. They're also there to get information that can help them, whether that's paid or free. And if they're not, and they're never going to buy, and they're not going to want you to ever promote to them, we don't want them on our list anyway. So this is a way to kind of purge the list, kind of clean the list. All right. And then I'm also going to give you something here in a second that you must do. You absolutely must do after you run this promotion. So stick with me here. All right. So the first email goes out at 8:14 a.m. Deadline, last day to grab your copy. And inside of that email, let me go ahead and I'll open that one up. And let's see here. Basically just says, happy Friday. I hope you're having a great week and spent time bass fishing this past week. Today, I wanted to send you a quick reminder about grabbing a copy of my new Ultimate Bass Fishing Guide at the special early discounted price. If you already grabbed your copy, thank you. And I can't wait to get your feedback. If you haven't yet, until 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, you can grab a copy of the guide for 75% off. Grab your copy now, the ultimate guide. And then who's this guide for? And then I just go through and I cover this guide was created to help our bass fishing community so we can catch more bass and have more fun. I'm super proud of what we created, and I can't wait to get your feedback and make it even better. As an early reader, you will get all future updates free. I can't wait to get your feedback. Here's to catching more bass, and then sign off. And then PS, I had this guide formatted to read on tablets, phones, desktop computers, even to be able for you to print this at your local office supply store. Download your copy here. 75% off, expires soon. That's it. Email 1 in the AM. Now, let's go into the last call email. All right. This one here went out at 5:10 p.m. Eastern time. Why did I pick that time? I usually like to have the email go out 3 to 4 hours before the deadline, before the actual deadline. All right. Now, I didn't have any fancy timers or anything like that on this promotion. I was running it through Gumroad. And basically, I was just going to, I just made the price cheaper while this was going on. And then I'm just going to go into Gumroad and change the price when it expires at 9 o'clock. Now, I was in Myrtle Beach when this was happening. Now, I queued all these up before I left. I wrote all these emails. I scheduled them all out in ConvertKit before I left to go away, which was Thursday. I believe it was Thursday. Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, it was Thursday when I scheduled all these, right? So then Friday, I didn't have to do any of this stuff. It's already scheduled. So Friday's emails were scheduled in advance. So I left. Didn't worry about it. The email went out for me that night at 5 o'clock. The last call email goes out. The only thing I had to do is when I got back to my hotel room that night, I just had to make sure at 9 o'clock I went in there and I just changed the price. That was it. That's all I had to do. Okay. So the last email went out to 1,392 people. Now, remember, we got less people now because we've got unsubscribes. Totally cool. 27.7% open rate on that, which is crazy, guys. Like this is a promotion email. Like last call ends in a few hours was the title of the subject line. Like last call in brackets, all caps, ends in a few hours. And again, 27.7% open rate, 2.7% click through, and 37 total clicks. 20 unsubscribes. Okay, 20 unsubscribes. So what was the final result? Well, let me give you the conversion metrics, but we sold 44 copies. All right, 44 copies. Now, we didn't sell it for $20 like the original price will be. We sold it for $5. Well, what did we do? Number one, we recouped the money it cost to make the ebook because we actually had ours created from other blog posts that we did, which we teach that inside of the digital product creation fast track workshop. So that covered the cost there. Now we also have this machine kind of in place that I can take this sequence and I can bolt it onto my onboarding sequence for any new subscribers that come in, and I can give them a discounted price. Now, how would I do that? Well, I'd have to do something with automation. I haven't done that yet, but that's what we will do. We'll have a timer that will expire and it will be trackable to that individual. Not getting ahead of myself here. I'm just saying we built this. It worked. I'm going to bolt this on. So anyone that comes through and joins our email list will get this promotion probably within the first, I would say, week or two. And we'll just take them through what we call a deadline sequence. And that's it. All right. So we already have it built. But let's just take a look. I'm just curious myself because I have not done this. What we're going to do here is let's just base this off of our clicks. Okay. So if I look at our clicks, let's go all the way to the very beginning. Out of 146, is it? Let's see. Yeah. 146 clicks. Okay. Let's just call it 150. Okay. And let's just see here. 150. And I'm trying to do some quick math here. 30% conversion rate would be 45 sales. Okay. So that's pretty crazy. Now, if we look at the bigger number and we go, okay, well, how many people did you actually have open? So let's go into the opens And let's see, that's going to be 440 people. So 440 people actually saw the offer, right? And let's go, let's see here. It's going to be half of that. So 440 people times point. That's not it. Let's go one more. I'm doing this on the fly here, so bear with me, guys. 10%. It's a 10% conversion rate on that email list. All right, 10%, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so at 10%, if we look at the opens, and if we look at the people that actually clicked, it's much higher. All right, so that's really good. Now, this is just one promotion. Now, we have things in this brand that we sell through Etsy. We're going to run a Mother's Day promotion. We're going to run a Father's Day promotion. And they're going to follow the same promotion sequence. Let them know it's coming. Start it on a certain date. Send to the unopens. Send another one midway. Send 2 on the deadline day. And that's it. And you just rinse and repeat. And now the cool thing is, and I actually taught this inside of our digital product creation fast track. We had a bonus there that you could, it was order bump basically, where you could purchase this. And it's basically where we're able, I called it our maximizer, where we're able to take these email sequences and stack them. So when we build out a sequence, we can build it out, nurture people, give them free content, give them value, get them to know, like, and trust you, plug in an offer, let it take it through a little sequence, come back with some more free content, some more, goodwill building, boom, plug in another deadline sequence, and you just keep plugging these in. And over time, it's going to be like a machine. Okay. It's going to be like a machine. So right now in this brand, we get anywhere from 10 to 15 new email opt-ins a day. That means 10 to 15 people could see this offer and all the other offers as they get plugged in top of funnel, as we call it. Okay. So anyway, wanted to share this with you because I think it's really, really important to understand that if you have an email list and if you have a digital product or something to offer them, if you run them through a deadline sequence of some kind, it's a pretty good chance you'll make some sales. Can't promise, it's a pretty good chance. Now, I said midway here that there's one thing that you must do. You absolutely must do, because some people would say, like, Scott, after you did that, I bet your list is mad at you. I bet you that they won't open your emails anymore and any of that stuff. Here's what you must do. Immediately following that, okay? And I'm talking like, okay, so this ended on the 26th. On the 30th, we sent an email with nothing to buy, just delivering goodwill. All right. And it was some additional tips. And I'll give you that right now. So this email went out to 1,385 people. Now our list is a little tighter now because it's smaller, but it's tighter, right? We got less people because, and how many people did we end up? Let's go ahead and do that math real quick. So we started with 1,444. And when I sent that email out, we went 1,385. We lost 59 people. That's crazy. Like, that is so good, right? So 59 people are now gone. They unsubscribed themselves and they said, we don't want to get any more of this stuff. We're not interested. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Part as friends, go, right? That's it. But now here's the really cool thing. We went ahead and we sent this out actually on the 30th. And I just sent it out to the unopens here. Literally, as I'm on here right now recording this, it just went out at 10:12 to the unopens from yesterday. But yesterday's email already, so 1,385 people it was sent to. 18.6% open rate and a 6.3% click-through rate. So 102 people clicked and only 3 unsubscribes from yesterday. This morning already let's see, at the time of recording this, like right now I'm doing this live, it's 10:34. This was sent out at 10:12. Okay, so like 15-ish minutes ago. We've already had 2% of the remaining list that did not open yesterday open, and 3 people clicked on the link already. All right. Now, what would that be? Like, what's the link? What would that look like? Well, we basically sent them something that was free, a blog post. This is why we talk about creating content. That's why we did our content creation challenge. We have content that's on our site that's going up every single week. And what I did was I took something that I thought would be valuable to them and I sent them over to that piece of content. All right. Now, here's the other thing I did though. I also linked over to our Etsy shop, and I also linked over to the ebook at regular price now. And guess what? I made a sale this morning for full price because I sent this goodwill email. And inside this email, basically, I'll just kind of read it to you the best I can here without giving away the niche. But basically, it was more bass fishing tips. And then I put in brackets, springtime fishing, like something like that. Okay. And then I just said, hi there, friends. I wanted to first say thanks to everyone that grabbed a copy of the Ultimate Bass Fishing Guide I released last week. The feedback has been really great and I truly appreciate it. So today I wanted to share a post on the I Love Bass Fishing blog, and I wanted to give you some tips on catching more bass in the spring. This is such a common problem, but if you understand how to do it and you can avoid these mistakes, you'll have better luck catching more bass, right? Read the post here. And then I just put in there, if you ever have any questions or requests for future content for the blog, drop me an email and I'll try to create content to help you. And one more thing. I'll be announcing an upcoming giveaway for some cool bass fishing merch from my Etsy shop. So I'm putting a little bit of a plug in there, but I'm telling them like, hey, you don't have to go buy something. Although I did hyperlink to my Etsy shop. We'll be celebrating Mother's Day soon. And I thought all our bass fishing loving moms out there you might be able to find something cool for them. LOL. Have a great day and good luck fishing. Then sign off. And then I basically said, P.S. If you missed the pre-release and still wanted to get a copy of the Ultimate Bass Fishing Guide, download your copy here. All right. Now, from that email, let me go back to it. All right. We had, like I said, 18.6% people open it, 6.3% click. That's 102 clicks. And then to this morning so far in like 15 minutes, we've had 2.4% people open and we've had 0.3% click-through rate so far. So that's 3. I would almost guarantee that number, that second number, is going to probably triple or quadruple, maybe even more. And again, I'm going to be going through this inside of Brand Creators Academy. So if you're listening or you're watching this, I'm going to do a full detailed breakdown and show you all of the emails and all of the stats and all that stuff. But the cool thing is we're still getting a really high open rate and a click-through rate. And in this email, I only got 3 unsubscribes, right? So it's really, really important that you come back with value. You come back and show them, hey, I'm still here to help you for free. Yes, I just promoted, but I'm still here. It's when you don't come back and offer more free stuff and more just tips or just let them know that you're there. That's where it can become like, well, wait a minute here. Why do I only hear from you when you want to sell me something? Okay, you can't do that. You can, but that's how your list will turn away from you. All right. So this is how you do it. And literally we're doing it right now as we speak. So hopefully that helped you. But the one thing I would say is give this email thing a try, right? If you are not yet building an email list, sending them offers, you need to start as soon as possible. And if you want help with that, all you need to do is head on over to emaillistclass.com. You can go there. You can sign up to go through our on-demand class there, and you'll be up and running in no time building your list. And we follow the exact formula to build our list in this niche that I'm sharing with you. And the result from that is now that we just sold 44 ebooks in basically 4 days with 4 emails. So not too bad. Not too bad. So yeah, wanted to leave you with that, but make sure that you consider building a list if you're not already, because I'm telling you right now, it's an asset that you own and you control. So get out there, start building that list. All right. I'm going to cut it there because we're going to chop that, put that up on the podcast most likely. So let's go ahead and see what we got. I know we're going to have a bunch of questions. Let's see. All right. So people are saying, yes, I have an email list. Kyle says, yep, a baby list, 17 subscribers. That's great though, man. You're on your way. And I think you just started building your list. So that's good. Not much of an email list. I'm going to take the course in BCA. Yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that. Octavio, yeah, I know you got yours. Let's see here. Okay, does this 3-day email promo only work for a digital product up to a certain dollar amount? No, it works for any price point. I mean, gosh, I've sold anything from a $5 ebook all the way up to a $2,000 training. I've sold a workshop at the lake house for $4,500, and I've sold an inner circle mastermind for $25K. Right? So it does not matter. It's just who is the audience that you built your list from. That's what it comes down to. And you can pretty much, offer them whatever is going to help them and run it through a promotion like this. How do you change the promo for in-person workshops? It would just be, you wouldn't then automate it. It would just be like if I'm doing the content creation workshop, like we did live, that was all broadcast messages, or I pre-scheduled them. I built them, pre-scheduled them, but I knew I wanted them to go out in a certain order. So that's how you would do that. It just wouldn't continue on after that. What's up, Derek? How long will you run an email sequence? Will you just wait until the unsubscribe from your list, or do you have a preset determined time to remove them from the list? Or if they continue to open without unsubscribing, just remove them yourself. Yeah, I'm actually going through this process right now. We actually teach that also in the academy inside of the Email Marketing Accelerator training, where we have basically an email cleanse, if you will, where you're able to basically get people to either open or click. And if they don't, then we can remove them automatically. I'm literally going through this process as we speak. You'll probably get an email this week, maybe even on Friday of this week, where it's basically saying, hey, you've been on my list for a while. If you're reading this and you want to continue to be on my list, don't do anything, and I will continue to send you useful, helpful content. If you do not want any more information from me, then go ahead and just click the unsubscribe. Like literally, that's as simple as it is. And I'm going to be doing this probably for the next week and a half, because I am going to be cleaning my main list, which is bigger, and whittling it down. So I only have a concentrated list right now of people that are interested in what I am sharing, which is brand building, right? So the same thing can happen in any niche that you're in, right? You just want to cleanse that list. And what ConvertKit does is it will allow you to see, it'll say cold, or, and if it's not cold, then it'll be warm, obviously. And you can see people that have not interacted with one of your emails over a period of, I think it's like 60 or 90 days. And those are the people, then you can export them and then delete them out of your database, and then you're not paying for them. And then you're also only sending to a very concentrated segment of your list. And I do recommend doing that. Do we need to put an unsubscribe at the bottom of each email so they can stop receiving emails? I do this all the time, and they just seem to send me one of the emails of what the same company or different. Yeah, I mean, it's automatically there in ConvertKit, so it has to be. It's by law, it has to be there. But if you want to make it even more known, then you can just say, hey, if you, PS, if you are enjoying these emails, don't do anything, and we'll continue to send you, more useful content. If you do not want to receive any emails in the future, just click that unsubscribe button at the bottom. And then if someone emails you and goes, stop sending me emails or whatever, or can you unsubscribe me? Just go to the bottom of that email that they send you and just click unsubscribe for them. Like literally just click unsubscribe. Let's see. How fast were you able to build your email list for your new brand? That list there, I built it. Okay, there was two builds. The first build, I kind of did, and I didn't even realize I did. I forgot I did it. I put a little sidebar widget in the WordPress sidebar, And I literally threw this lead magnet together in probably an hour. And I built a list of over 500 people in probably around 3 to 4 months. And then I realized I had the list and I'm like, oh my gosh, I probably should send them something. And I did. And those people open emails. I think I had over a 70% open rate on that, which was crazy. But then what I did was I deliberately did a giveaway over a 2-week period. And I built that list an additional 500 and I think 32 email subscribers. And I did that through following the same process that we teach inside the email list building fast track workshop. But what we ended up doing there is using a giveaway as our lead magnet. And that worked really well. And I think I spent total, I'd have to go back because I'm actually going to be doing that as a case study too. And I'm going to be kind of putting that together in a training. I think we spent around $300 on ads, and the items that we gave away were probably around 75, but the value was worth about 200. So just say around 400 bucks. So not too bad, under $1 an email subscriber. So yeah, so, you know, we built the list of over 500 people in less than 2 weeks. Oh, it says I'm blurred. Okay. Hopefully I'm not anymore. Let's see. Why did you decide to use Gumroad? Because it was fast. It was quick. I didn't want to have to worry about setting up, anything on the website. I just wanted to get it done. And Gumroad works really good. It's fast. I created a new account for this brand, set up the product. The longest part for me was I created a little mini video that was around 1.5 minutes long, showing the ebook and what they were going to receive in Canva, by the way. And then that took me the longest. Took me about an hour to do that. So if you didn't have to do that, take you probably 15 minutes to have your product up and running. Let's see here. Alejandro, what's up, man? I have a friend that has about 3,000 hospital bonnets that he wants me to help him sell online. Decorative type, not solid colors, crafty item. There are roughly 10 to 15 variations in total. I don't want to build a brand around it, although the quantity is enough to build an email list. How would you suggest I proceed? One-off selling on eBay or Etsy or something? I would say Etsy is what I would do. I would do Etsy. I would try to go after, like, what are they looking for that's gonna make them search for that, like decorative face mask or whatever. And then I might even turn on some Etsy paid traffic. Like, that's probably what I would do. Derek saying I'm very blurred. Anybody else seeing it that I'm blurred? Because sometimes it's on the other person as far as their connection. So hopefully I'm not. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But anyway, that is pretty much going to wrap it up anyway. So even if I am blurred, I'm going to be getting off here. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's helpful and it's useful to kind of hear how you lay out one of those promotions. Again, if you're inside of Brand Creators Academy, I'm literally going to be sitting down probably today, if not tomorrow, and recording the rest of that training. And I'm going to be putting that inside of the Academy for some training. We also have a live call tomorrow as well that I'll be talking a little bit more in detail about this. So Alejandro says crystal clear. Are you selling physical product in your new brand? No. Well, I take that back. Yes, but we're not housing it. We're doing a lot of stuff on Etsy now, and it's a lot of print on demand stuff. Pillows, blankets, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, what else? Planners, like all kinds of stuff. We don't have to house them. That's what I really like about using the Etsy platform and being able to reach those people there. Okay, cool. I think that's it, guys. So that's going to wrap it up. So make sure if you're not sending emails or you have not yet created a promotion and you didn't send it out to your list, I would definitely recommend giving it a shot. You got nothing to lose. All right. And if you need help building a digital product or creating your email list, I would definitely make sure that you head on over to, and let me see if I have anything here that I can throw up there. I do. For the list building, if you go to emaillistclass.com, again, that's emaillistclass.com, you can attend the list building workshop. Or if you want to create a digital product, you can go to digitalproductclass.com. You can go to digitalproductclass.com for the on-demand training. And if you're inside the academy, well, it's all inside the academy, so you can just access it there. All right, guys, so that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, take care, take action, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you on Friday for our jam session. Take care, guys. Bye.